Our new assignment, Breaking the Code, looks at the groups of DNA and how they're transformed from just bases, A's, T's, G's, and C's, adenines, guanines, cytosines, and such, into proteins. However, that's a little boring. So instead, we are going to translate the DNA. We're opening a slideshow and pressing the square arrow. We're going to translate the DNA into sentences. So here we have some different examples of a silly sentence. Bob ran and hit the bat, where each word in the sentence is 3 letters long, kind of like DNA. Each group of DNA is 3 letters long. And we're going to mutate this sentence. So Bob ran and hit the bat turns to Bob rat nan the eat. We got to find the problem. And so if we look at the problem, Bob ran. Oh wow, these arrows are going to be tricky, so I'm going to zoom in so they let me move them better. And so Bob ran has an extra letter. It has this T. And that extra letter was inserted. So I'm going to drag this down here. What type of mutation was it? Insertion. Bob ended it eat at. Now I know right away this is the deletion because look at the code. It got shorter. So where was the deletion? Well, let's put this for the deletion. It was the second B in Bob. And this one, the N was inserted. So this one is a deletion. All right, we're just matching. Bob ran and hat the bat. It's the same length. So if the DNA doesn't change length, it's a substitution. And so instead of hit the bat, it's hat the bat. And we're going to drag this down. There it goes. Now it's going to let me. Now this last one, we've run out of things to drag down. We can just copy and paste items. This one, the eager tet her at. Well, if I go backwards in groups of 3, you can often find the mutation. So I see the word rat, the, ate, cat, red, big. There should be an E there. It was deleted. So deletion is green, so I'm going to copy and paste and drag it down. If I really wanted to, I can even type the letter that's missing. So here it's a B for Bob. And then here it's extra. Here it should have been an I for hit. And I need to say that there was a deletion. So I'm going to copy this, tap somewhere empty, and paste, and drag this down. So that first slide is done for you. Now there's a lot of slides next, but you only need to do one of them. So everybody needs to do the first slide. Everybody needs to do the last slide. But this first slide is by birth month. So you're going to find your birth month. I was born in April, so I'm going to keep this green slide. And you're going to delete. I'm going to hold down and delete the slides I don't need. When you're done, you should have just the dark slide in the beginning that you can copy, and your birth slide and the gray slide. So on your birth slide, we have a DNA code. And this can be easy to lose track of, but we're going to look at the code and see what it stands for. So instead of translating the DNA code into amino acids to build proteins, we're going to translate it into letters to build words in a sentence maybe. So my first code is CCG. Well, if it starts with the C, it's in this second group. So if you notice, there's a pattern. The top group starts with the T, second group C, third group A, last group G. And so the first group is CCG. I can see that CCG stands for an H, a capital H. So my first letter is a capital H. The next one TTT is the letter A.
I wonder where GTC is. Well, the G start down here. GTC is an end. GTC, and then it's CTA. So look, CTA is G, the letter G. Then it's ATT. ATT is the letter I. Then it's GTC, that's way down here. GTC, oh there it is, it's the letter N. You kind of lose your spot here. GTC, CTA, I feel like I've already done that. CTA, I have, it's the letter G again. And then my favorite, GAG, gag. Why is that my favorite? That just means there's a space. Alright, almost done. There's gag. GCT again? Is it? Yeah, GCT. GCT. Oh, that's the letter M. It's a capital M. So GCT, ATT. I remember that one. That's I. And then TAA. I don't think I've done that one before. TAA is S. Oh, I have not done that letter before. TAG. Oh, it's right there. Come on. TAG is the letter T. ATG. Oh my goodness, this is... Alright. ATG is the letter L. Ooh, gotta back up. I think I'm gonna have to fast forward this. ATG was there. CTT, TAG. CTT is E. No, C. TT, yeah, it's a lowercase e. And then TAG, we already know that's a T. GTA, that's new. GTA is an O. Hopefully you figured it out by now. And CTT, we already did, is the letter E. Hanging mistletoe.
So, there we go. We've got the first one. I will give you a piece of paper so this could be easier, or I can give you the split screen image of the keyboard. I'll do both, so that either you can split screen it or you can do that. You can do each one and decode each one, but what I'm going to tell you is number 3 is a regular phrase. Number 4 is actually mutation of 3. Why is it doing that? So whatever the code is for number 3, it's the same code for the last one, but I deleted a letter, and it's going to come out nonsense on purpose. I want you to see how messed up the DNA gets when you just delete a letter. And there's going to be extra letters at the end, and that's okay. Then the last one, you're going to write your own statement. You're going to write your own statement up here, and then you're going to write your own code. Then you're going to copy and paste your code here and do what it says, delete the 5th letter, and then translate the new code. So that's what we're doing. Remember, keep the slide that's your birth month. So for me, April, May, June is my birth month. And ask for help if you have questions, or email me if you have questions, and have fun with this. Now, it's due when we get back in January. So if you don't get it done in class on Wednesday, that's fine. You don't have to get it done. But checking out the video on my website is helpful, so you did that. Or emailing me a question, or, talking to friends. Hopefully when we get back, people will finish and we can share some silly codes that we made. All right. Have a great day. Have a great break.